Morning, today is Wednesday the 18th of September. It's a little after 7 a.m. We're currently on the bypass road leaving Chalong, heading towards Shalong. The weather, as you can see, not a great start to the day. Raining, we've got quite high winds as well, so I've decided to take Nat and drop her off at work because our businesses are located in Shalong, so we're heading that way. As you can see, typical morning here in Phuket. Lots and lots of traffic, made worse by the rain, but we are about to encounter some horrendous weather, as you will see further into the video. Now, if you're new to my channel, please do take a look at some of my other content. First, we're going to take a quick stop for breakfast. We're going to pick up some dim sum from a little place that both me and Nat love. Radhika, good morning. Yeah, I'll have some dim sum. Now, while Nat sorts out the dim sum for our breakfast, let's talk a little bit about the weather. Now, traditionally, Phuket is known in September and October to get a lot of rainfall, but this year we are seeing a large amount in a very short time. The reason for this is a typhoon called Yagi that has been passing through Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, causing all sorts of problems. It has claimed people's lives, and it has now moved into Thailand. Now, the northern part of Thailand, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, especially Chiang Rai, has been hit very severely indeed. People losing their lives up in those provinces, and as the typhoon moves down across into other provinces, we are seeing widespread flooding, and Phuket now is starting to see the typhoon move further down, and we are experiencing a lot of rainfall. Now, in front is the storm drain system. You can see it is very high indeed. It may not look high because these storm drains are about 3 or 4 meters deep, and this drain is about a meter, maybe half a meter from the top. So there is an awful lot of water in that storm drain. These storm drains normally drain into the ocean, and the problem that we have at this time of year, Phuket does get a lot of high tides, and of course with the bad weather, if this coincides with the high tide, then the storm drains really have nowhere to drain into because the ocean is pushing back against the drainage system. This is where you see the drains starting to overflow, get overwhelmed, and this eventually then causes the roads and the areas to start to flood. Now, we're coming down to the section that I filmed on my last video where the traffic lights down here were completely flooded, and I got told to turn right instead of going straight on because the road was awash with water, and then I ended up going in that deep patch which nearly overwhelmed the motorbike. Well, to the left hand side of these traffic lights, as you will see, there is a storm drain, and whilst this area is not flooded today, when the rains stop, normally the flood waters recede pretty quickly. You will see in a moment this storm drain system is very, very high indeed. It's almost at the top. So it's not going to take much more rain today to bring this to the point where once again we could see flooding in this area. So I've decided after breakfast, as the weather is deteriorating even more, we are going to take a ride around the island, starting off here in Shalong. As you can see, where I was the other day that was all flooded, these traffic lights, they are clear at the moment, but of course it's only a matter of time, and depending on how much rain we see in the next few hours, the situation could quickly change. If it carries on raining, the sea conditions may not allow the storm drains to empty, which will then cause the waters to flood because they have nowhere to go. So let's now jump over to Kata and have a look at the position over there. God.
This area here in Kata is getting absolute battery from the weather over the last week. I really feel sorry for the residents around here. Their businesses must be in tatters. Okay, this is Kata Road. This area here is very much prone to flooding. You can see already in front, it's starting. Storm drain starting to get overwhelmed. So we're by the Centaura in Kata, and as you can see, once again the storm drains are getting overloaded with water. It is raining severely heavy at the moment. This area again very much prone to flooding. You can see the water build up. The Centaura just here. If this keeps up for any length of time, we're going to have a problem in this area again. This is the storm drain for Kata, one of the main ones. And as you can see, it is extremely full. Not quite overflowing yet, but it's been raining now a couple of hours. this is the main storm drain here in Karon, and as you can see it is very swollen indeed. This is extremely wide canal, quite deep as well, and it's probably about 2 meters from the top now. If this rain persists all day, then we're going to see widespread flooding again here in Karon. That I'm sure of. Looks like it's already started. Okay, we're just coming into Patong now. Doesn't seem quite as heavy here. Looks like we've got some flooding outside the Simon Cabaret show area. This is again a very common area that floods. All the runoff from the mountain, or the hill, whatever you want to call it, by here. You can see it there. Simon Cabaret is going to get flooded. Oh my god. Yeah. That's bad. Area here is very prone to flooding, so if you're coming at this time of year, it's best to avoid this area if you can, if you're staying in Patong. There's a few areas that are very bad in Patong that flood. You can see there the drains just can't cope with the volume of water. Not only is it raining, but it's running all off the hill, the mountain right next to us here on the right hand side. Okay, let's go and take a look at Beach Road. Oh my God. Beach Road itself is not too bad. We're going to jump over to Nanai site in a moment. Nobody on the beach today, that's for sure. Okay, we're making our way towards Nanai site, and you can see this particular site, and I will put the name on screen so you know where I am, is flooding. Well, you can see for yourselves, Nanai site is pretty much clear. I'm surprised, but it doesn't look like it's flooding at the moment. That's that's a good thing. Well, let's make our way now over to Kamala. Kamala looks clear, no flooding at the moment. But no sign of the weather improving. Let's check out Surin. We're going to go down past Bangtao that way. Okay, so we're on the road between Surin and Bangtao, and it looks like the side of that hill there has given way, landslide. Bringing in the digger. But the canal's very high there. That is very high. So I'm outside the Sunwing Bangtao, and you can see just here there's a storm drain. Not that swollen at the moment. After about 2 hours of raining, it's not too bad. So Bangtao looking okay. See there. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this tour around Phuket on an horrendous day weather-wise here. Let's hope the weather doesn't carry on as it is through the course of the day, or later this afternoon we could start to see some major flooding in the parts that we've already taken a look at. At the moment it looks like the southern part of the island is being badly affected, and the northern part, Bangtao, Kamala Surin, are coping reasonably well at the moment. I will speak to you very soon.